Good morning, Internet fam. It is August 19th, and yesterday I had a custody trial to figure out who was going to have primary physical custody of my two kids, and to say that I lost would be an understatement. It was like Custer's last stand, and it was basically a genocide completely on me and my kids, 100%. So, so I spent the last, 20 hours, probably an even mix of crying and hyperventilating, and then crying and then hyperventilating. At one point, I drank a bunch of tequila, which most of you know I don't actually drink anymore. I haven't drank in 10 years, and I don't really miss it. And honestly, that didn't help. Then I was just drunk and hyperventilating and crying, which, isn't really a bonus. She got full custody, everything. I think, even though I proved in the court that she had lied, and I even had proof that her dad had perjured himself as well, but my lawyer didn't take advantage of that. I don't want to talk about my lawyer ever again with anyone. He's probably the worst lawyer that could possibly exist on the planet. Obviously, look at the outcome. Those of you who might know me and my family a little bit better, you know that there's a history of Alzheimer's on my dad's side of the family, and those of you who have ever studied what they put in vaccines know that many vaccines contain aluminum, and regardless of those two rather serious scientific facts, my ex went ahead and vaccinated my kids, so potentially making sure that they have Alzheimer's or dementia later in life. And she knew all the science behind all of that. So if anybody's gonna be like, oh, she didn't know, or oh, she was convinced this, or whatever, don't make any fucking excuses, because you don't shoot up an infant with aluminum when you know about the ties between aluminum and Alzheimer's. So I know a lot of my friends and family have been worried about me. This has obviously been closest to the most nightmare scenario that it could be. But I'm made out of pretty stern stuff, and I have to stay around and be there for my kids as much as I can. So I'm going to, regardless, not sure which word is right there, regardless of what legal systems say, or what society says, or what friends and family say, or anybody else. I have to stick around and try to be there for my kids when I can, where I can. That's all I care about, and that's all I've ever cared about. So I'm not even going to go into the details about the fact that literally the judge gave my ex everything. And I don't just mean full custody of the kids, which is all I really cared about, but also I think the heaviest possible child support. I don't know. Once I figured out, I heard that I wasn't getting custody, I kind of lost it. I started crying right away. I left the courtroom. When I came back in, they were already negotiating all kinds of financial terms, so I didn't actually hear exactly what I lost. When I got back in, after trying to put myself back together, failing to put myself back together, what I did hear is every single thing the judge mentioned, pretty much she gets it. So that's what's up with me. And I'm probably not going to be vlogging for a couple of days about anything. The market, music, any of that. I'm just going to be liquidating all of my assets as quickly as I can so that I can go and see my kids, since they're not coming back home. So, yeah, that's what's up, and, just know that I take my responsibilities very seriously, and I'm still responsible for my kids, whether the state says I get to be or not. Yeah, so I'm going to pull through personally, no matter what, because I have to. I don't really have a choice as a father. So, my ex made damn sure to go ahead and flash an engagement ring at me like, I don't know, 20 or 30 times yesterday throughout the aftermath. She wasn't wearing it in the courtroom because that would have proven, I think, that she was her proclivities and lack of loyalty, etc. So, but as soon as the court was over and she won everything, it went right on, and she made sure to flash it to me like 20 times. So to whoever you are out there, fella, congratulations. Because in another 5 or 6 years, she's probably going to do the same thing she did to me. And if you've got kids, take yours too. She's very convincing in front of the judge, especially if the judge is an older male. So, yeah, good luck to you, poor sap.